Good evening, Plattsburgh. Tonight, voter fraud, facial recognition, and tax dollars, sending kids to private school, all that, plus weather, entertainment, and sports. I'm Jorge Cabrera. Stick around.
And we're back. I'm Chris Sperano. Our top story tonight.
Do you have a special talent you would like to show off? Zoe Rice tells us more about an event on campus in which you can participate. Repo Rider Track. Reported.
The Interfraternity Council and Intersorority Association is sponsoring an event on campus called Plattsburgh Got Talent. This is a huge opportunity for students to show their talents and win some extra cash.
We put on events, probably 2 events a semester for, Plattsburgh campus people. And so we're doing a talent show this year.
The prizes for the winners are $500 for first place, $250 for second, $100 for third place, and $50 for the audience's choice.
I think Plattsburgh Got Talent gives these students an opportunity to show what they're capable of and get themselves out there more to show what they can do for, SUNY Plattsburgh.
Maggie Dean is a freshman here at SUNY Plattsburgh and saw this talent show as a huge opportunity.
That I love singing so incredibly much, and I haven't really had the opportunity to do it here at Plattsburgh. So once I saw that they were holding auditions, I rushed to my music book, and just to see what I would have and see what I could do best, because I was so excited to get back into auditioning and everything. It would help me just kind of get out there a little bit more. Hopefully I can meet some people along the way. And also, it really just helps a lot with my mental health and my headspace. Singing is something that I've always loved to do. And now that I have the chance to really do it here and be a part of it at Plattsburgh, it's just making the experience so much better.
Plattsburgh Got Talent will be held on November 10th at the Gilt Auditorium at 6 p.m.
The committee is still accepting video submissions for auditions. The event will be free to attend to the public.
In Plattsburgh, for PSTV, I'm Zoe Rice.
A recent government report found that U.S. law enforcement ran facial recognition searches without proper training. According to September's Government Accountability Office report, multiple agencies within the Justice Department and Homeland Security didn't require staffers to be trained before using the controversial technology. That includes technology like Clearview AI, which is used to match individuals with photographs found online. Researchers studied facial recognition use at 6 U.S. agencies, including the FBI from October 2019 until March of 2022. During that time, 95%, or a total of 60,000 searches, were conducted without proper training. Experts warn that not guiding staffers on how to use AI technology could lead to efforts in discrimination. The GAO report says both the Homeland Security and Justice Departments are now developing facial recognition policies to address potential civil rights issues.
Speaking of fall footage, Jody Juliana Powell reports on one of the best places to view the changing colors. Reporter Track.
Autumn, associated nationally with Halloween, pumpkin spice, apple picking, and leaf piles, among other things. Here in the North Country, fall comes with watching the leaves change colors around Lake Champlain, the Adirondack Mountains, and other outdoor features in the area. The beauty of
Whiteface Mountain is the 5th highest mountain range in New York State, standing at 4,867 feet above sea level. There are activities and events at the mountain range year-round. This time of year, people visit to see the beautiful fall foliage.
We're getting close to peak foliage, so things are really looking beautiful around here.
We see a little bit of the color change of the leaves right now. It's not peak, obviously, but it's a week or so away from peak.
Once the trees reach their peak, the mountain is going to be a very popular attraction. The view can be seen while hiking, biking, or driving up the mountain. Whiteface is not only notable for their stunning views in the fall, but also fun activities in the winter. If leaf peeping isn't your thing, these trails behind me will be ready for skiing in just a couple of months.
We are open daily with our gondola rides to take you to the peak of Little Whiteface and our Whiteface Veterans Memorial Highway that takes you up to the top of Whiteface.
From the top, you can see Lake Placid, the skyscrapers of Montreal, Lake Champlain, and Mount Washington on a clear day, unlike today. Anytime you come to visit, there's going to be spectacular views, even on hazy days. Reporting from the top of Whiteface Mountain, I'm Jody Juliana Powell for PS News.
Protesters rallied at the state capitol in Austin, Texas on Saturday to oppose any legislative attempt to pass school vouchers. Governor Greg Abbott supports school vouchers. Demonstrators say that it's wrong to use tax dollars to help parents put their children in private schools when the money could provide much-needed help to public schools. One representative cited the Texas Constitution. It says the state must provide free public education to all Texas students and children. The Texas State Teachers Association says vouchers would defund the public school system. But supporters of the idea say it gives parents a choice on where they can send their child to school.
Is your food budget stretched too thin? Xavier Bestie tells us about a great resource on campus.
The Cardinal Cupboard, SUNY Plattsburgh's food shelf, is seeing some new changes. It has been relocated to the former Quake radio station located in the back of Bergey's Den in the hopes to provide more food and services for students.
We are able to provide food items to off-campus students, and then during extended breaks we're able to provide food items to on-campus students. Our self-care and toiletry items we provide to all students, so all students have access to that. In addition, we are also doing education and programming through the Cardinal Cupboard, so we're really trying to educate students on nutrition and food sustainability and food budget, and how to stretch a dollar with food. So that's something that's new with the Cardinal Cupboard. And then also, if a student needs further help beyond just the campus food pantry, it's working with students to share food pantries in our local area, and perhaps even connecting with what's called SNAP benefits. It's our New York State benefits to help with purchasing food on a monthly kind of EBT type of card.
If you're looking to help, the cupboard is always accepting donations, many of which come from the surrounding community.
So we are in a bit of a transition with where the Cardinal Cupboard gets its funding and its supplies. So typically we get our funding through what's our College Foundation grant, and this is money that is donated from your faculty and your staff. We also get donations from the local churches in our area, and also from different departments and faculty staff. So a bulk of it is our local churches, our faculty and staff, and just recently we received what's called SUNY funding. So it's SUNY incremental funds that we can now put towards the food pantry, and we're able to allocate that and expand and provide further services to students, which is amazing.
Looking towards the future, the Cardinal Cupboard is looking to expand the food they offer to students and have high hopes for providing fresh produce in the near future.
So we are right now partnering with the Regional Food Bank, and hopefully we'll have our first order of fresh produce next month to provide to students, which we haven't had that before. This funding has allowed it, and it's something that students need and students want, nutritious food. So that's something that we're looking forward to, helping the Cardinal Cupboard expand and evolve, and looking forward to the future.
From outside the Cardinal Cupboard, I'm Xavier Brzett with PSTV News.
Matthew Gatson spoke with campus police chief on the reasons we need to use crosswalks on campus.
Safety on the roadways is not just meant for drivers, but for pedestrians as well. Former patrol officer and investigator Patrick Rasco, who is now serving as the police chief at SUNY Plattsburgh, says that drivers and pedestrians are equally responsible for one another's safety at crosswalks.
Use the crosswalk. Don't cross the road in between the crosswalks, because at the crosswalks, drivers should be, in most cases are, looking for pedestrians to be crossing those locations.
The police chief says that knowing who has the right of way at the crosswalks is very important.
pedestrians have the right of way, provided the car has ample opportunity to stop. Everywhere else on the roadway, the car has the right of way.
The chief says that accidents that happen at crosswalks may not always be the driver's fault.
Anyone, civilians, pedestrians, crossing at crosswalks provide enough notice to vehicles so they can stop. We've all seen it where a pedestrian is walking down the sidewalk and makes a 90-degree turn walking down the sidewalk and makes a 90-degree turn at the crosswalk, and the driver of the vehicle that's approaching needs to slam their brakes on to come to an abrupt halt right at the edge of the crosswalk because they were given no time and no warning that that was going to occur. Pedestrians need to give vehicles an opportunity to stop.
Reporting for PS News, I'm Matt Gaston.
The Washington, D.C. Board of Elections says hackers may have accessed hundreds of thousands of lines of voter data. The board says it first learned Thursday that a hacking group claimed to have breached its records. So the board brought in the FBI and Department of Homeland Security to help with the investigation. Voting records were reportedly accessed through the website hosting provider used by the agency. The board says its internal databases were not directly compromised. Officials took the website down as a precaution. Separately, and more importantly, in local news, former upstate New York election official Jason Sheffield pleaded guilty in early 2023 to federal identity theft charges that arose from his fraudulent using of voters' personal information to apply for a dozen absentee ballots in 2021. He admitted to using bogus ballots through a state website in his role as Republican election commissioner when entering his plea in the U.S. District Court in Albany.
That's you.
Me? Mr. Sheffield's plea is a part of a border federal inquiry into potential ballot fraud across Rensselaer County, just east of Albany. We're going to take a quick break. After this, look at the weather.
Hard work, dedication, communication, just overall commitment to training and one another.
I can be a part of something bigger than myself.
Hard work and dedication. I wouldn't be where I am without track.
Going in every day, working hard, looking to improve. They're going to be good and bad days, but making sure you can overcome that.
Being there for your teammates.
Finding your limit and then wanting to do better than that.
Dedication. It means family.
Fun.
Dedication.
Good evening, Plattsburgh. I'm Michael Merced, and welcome back from break. It's been, hopefully you guys got to relax, chill out, get some sleep. I wish I did get some sleep. So we're going to start off as usual in Owl's Head. We have 59 degrees here. In Vermontville, 58. In Dannemore, 48. In All Sable Forks, we have 57. Plattsburgh, that is not Plattsburgh. This is Plattsburgh. That's 57 degrees. Over here to St. Albans City, we have 48 degrees. And in Burlington, we have 56 degrees. Temperatures are starting to drop with that fall weather finally. And with that, let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. So Thursday, we're going to see 56 degrees, some rain. Friday, we're going to see partly sunny. Clouds may be coming in. It's going to be a nice crisp 56 degrees. Coming into your weekend, we have Saturday, 57 degrees, cloudy, 54 degrees on Sunday. And to start off your week on Monday, we have 53 degrees. Technically, Sunday starts off your week, but we all know when the week actually starts. So that's going to be it for your 5-day forecast. I'm Michael Merced. And remember, do not stay up until 5 in the morning playing a video game. After the break, we'll head back to the desk for entertainment. Stay with us.
Nick Benedott.
I'm Angel Velasquez.
And I'm Benny Nazai.
I'm Jody Juliana Powell.
I'm Pat Pfeiffer.
Jorge Cabrera.
Jamie Goodrow.
And I'm Joe Mason.
I'm Marcel Gibbs.
I'm Zeb Ducharme.
I'm Ryan Nesta.
I'm Bruce Juno.
No Seals. Thank you. This has been Edward Balarjan.
I'm Rashida Pandey.
I'm Quasi Gittins.
I'm John Carduello.
To stay up to date with PS News and all of Plattsburgh State TV, be sure to follow Plattsburgh State TV on all social media platforms.
This is a startling revelation from Jada Pinkett Smith ahead of the release of her forthcoming memoir. The Red Table talk show host says she and husband Will Smith have been living completely separate lives since 2016, but they were not ready to go public with their separation until now. In a clip from an upcoming NBC News primetime special, Pinkett Smith told KOTB there were, quote, a lot of things that led up to their breakup. However, she made a promise that there would never be a reason for her and Smith to divorce. And she says, quote, I just haven't been able to break that promise. The superstar couple is not legally divorced. They have been married since 1997. Pinkett Smith's book, Worthy, releases October 17th.
Rock band U2 paid tribute to the at least 260 people killed at the music festival in Israel over the weekend. Revealers at an all-night dance party near the Gaza border found themselves under fire shortly after sunrise on Saturday. Many of them were reportedly shot as they tried to escape the violence. Some survivors were captured by militant group Hamas and being held hostage. Never one to shy away from political causes, U2 singer Bono dedicated the song Pride in the Name of Love to the Nova Festival victims. He pointed out the irony of singing a song about nonviolence about the situation. U2 is currently performing a string of shows at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
The culinary world is mourning the death of celebrity chef Michael Ciarello. According to a statement from his company, Ciarello died Saturday while he was being treated for an acute allergic reaction which had led to anaphylactic shock. He was known for his time hosting the Food Network series Easy Entertaining with Michael Ciarello for 10 seasons beginning in 2003. He also appeared on other cooking series including Top Chef and Iron Chef America. In a statement, his family says they will remember Ciarello for his passion to quote, savor life's flavors. Ciarello was 61 years old. The Food Network, like CNN, is owned by Warner Brothers Discovery.
Jonas Brothers singer Joe Jonas and actress Sophie Turner have come into an interim custody agreement involving their two daughters. According to a joint statement from the two on Tuesday, their children will now split their time between the U.S. and the U.K. This comes after Jonas filed for divorce from Turner in September. The Game of Thrones star then sued Jonas, accusing him of wrongfully keeping their children in New York City and seeking out they return to London. The former couple said they were looking forward to being great co-parents.
It's now a done deal. 99% of voting members of the Writers Guild of America approved a ratified contract with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. AWGA spokesperson announced that the ratification Monday and said the 3-year deal includes meaningful gains and protections for writers. Union members walked off the job last May. The strike lasted 148 days and negotiators did not reach a settlement until September 27th. Members of SAG-AFTRA through remain on strike. The union representing performers begins its walkout in July. The Writers Guild says it stands in with solidarity with SAG-AFTRA and hopes the union settles its dispute soon.
Downer is a great option for students just because, one, you get your late night option, it's open, all day during the day. It appeals to so many different students. It appeals to the vegetarians, the vegans, any student that's avoiding gluten. With the Sundowner being right in the ACC, it's a great place for students to come meet their friends between classes, whether they want to get a quick snack, a drink, and just hang out with each other and have a good time. Good atmosphere, good music, good people.
Bet you weren't expecting to see me again, huh? Welcome to your Cardinal Sports Update. I'm Michael Merced, again, and let's get right into the action. The Plattsburgh State women's soccer team secured a rainy senior day victory on Saturday as the team defeated the Fredonia Blue Devils 1-0. Senior Nora Fitzgerald scored the game's lone goal, helping the team pick up 3 important points in league standings. Plattsburgh celebrated 10 seniors prior to the game. Tara Bensack, Avery Durgan, Nora Fitzgerald, Casey Granger, Sophia Hadsilia, I am so sorry, Jessica Landman, Kayla Myers, Samantha Racone, Zoe Rice, and Katie Stevenson. And it was Fitzgerald who had scored the unassisted goal in the attacking half of the pitch, notching a season-high 23 shots and putting 10 on goal. On the opposite end, Lauren Haley registered her 5th shutout of the year, making 3 saves to keep the Cardinals out in front and moving her record to 4-3-3 on the season. Plattsburgh sits at 4-3-3 on the season and is in an 8-point tie for 3rd place, which will put them safely in the playoff field at the moment. Moving on to the men's soccer team, the Plattsburgh State men's soccer team used 2 second-half goals to escape with a victory on the road against Fredonia. With the win, the team now has clinched their best start in nearly 20 years with 11 straight games without a loss to begin the year, set by the 2004 Cardinals. That was the year I was born. Despite playing at center back, Brian Coughlin managed to find his way on the offensive hand throughout the game, culminating in 2 goals for the junior. He is now tied for the team lead with 5 goals as he registered his 2nd brace of the season. Teddy Healy earned the win in goal to move to 6-0-4 on the season, making 6 saves in net. The Cardinals now move on to 7-0-4 on the year, picking up their first conference win since their SUNYAC game on September 20th. They will have a huge home matchup with the number 15 ranked Cortland Red Dragons, who currently sit atop the league standings in their next outing. Then it was 5 Cardinals who took home SUNYAC Weekly Awards. Sophomore Marissa Colvin was named Women's Cross Country Runner of the Week as announced by the conference office on Tuesday afternoon. Colvin is the first female cross country runner to earn honors at Plattsburgh since Jasmine Roberts back in September of 2017. Colvin finished in 19th place in a competitive field in the tough course at the 27th James Early Invitational over the weekend. Graham Richards was named Men's Cross Country Athlete of the Week. Richards is the first male cross country runner to earn honors at Plattsburgh since Mitch Marlowe back in September of 2017. At the James Early Invitational, Richard was the first Cardinal to cross the line, leading his team to a 5th place finish amongst 24 teams. He earned a 12th place finish overall. It was Brian Coughlin who was named Men's Soccer Offensive Athlete of the Week. This is his 2nd time receiving the award, having also won the honor for his play in the first week of the 2022 season. And Ava Carey and Jacqueline Mitchell were the women's tennis doubles team of the week. The pair of freshmen are the first to win double team of the week since Nicole and Samantha Spencer during the first play in 2022. Carey and Mitchell won all 3 of their doubles matches last week at the Binghamton Tennis Center, as the pair completed twice at number 2 doubles and once at number 3 doubles. Congrats to all of our award winners from this week. And that has been your Cardinal Sports Update. I'm Michael Merced, and back to the desk with Jorge and Chris. Back to you guys.
That's all we have for you tonight, Plattsburgh. We hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in again tomorrow and next week, Mondays through Thursday, for more PS News.
Thank you and have a good night.